Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear to make informed decisions. Guys, if this FOMO is kicking in for you, relax. Don't go buying the tops. Just chill. We got you. You're still early. And if you've been sitting on the sides waiting for a big pullback, it's okay. We're still early. The big bulk of the bull run for altcoins hasn't really even started. Yes, a lot of projects have been pumping, and some people have already had a great bull run, but it's all good. Relax. We got you. Now, it's not financial advice, but I've created a new portfolio. And I was thinking, like, if I wasn't in, I own most of these projects. But if I was new to crypto or if I was wanting to build a new portfolio starting today, I've got 12 projects that would make a phenomenal portfolio, in my opinion. And the minimum is probably a 10x. And this thing could pump up the entire portfolio to about a 25x. It's very, very solid. Now, if you already have a pretty good portfolio and you're looking to add to it, this is some good alpha for you. Any of these projects, I think, will do extremely well. Now, this portfolio is really diversified. It covers pretty much every sector. So you could take one or two or all of them and build out a really good portfolio. Now, at the end, I'm going to bring a new project that I haven't done a deep dive into yet, but I think everyone should take a look at that project as well. Now, before we dive into it, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps us out a lot, and we do appreciate it. All right, the first project is XAI. It is a gaming project. It's built on Arbitrum. It's the first layer 3. And I think this thing's going to absolutely rip. Now, most of these projects haven't experienced a bull run, and they are low to mid market cap. Now, guys, I hear this a lot when we talk about like these new projects, and they come out and they've already done a 6x, a 10x, or whatever. But you have to look at the market cap. Don't worry about what something's done. If you go study history, whether it's Matic or Solana, XRP, you name it, when they first came out, they didn't have good tokenomics. There was a little bit of it was low supply. But guys, most of those projects have done 10,000x, 20,000x, 30,000x. So when a new project that's never experienced a bull run comes out, don't really look at the price, look at the market cap and compare those to the leaders in that sector. And that gives you a realistic upside. Now, if you don't know how to do all that, I do one-on-one coaching, and we'll talk about that at the end. All right, that's the first project. Now, the second project is Zeta chain. I absolutely love this project. Now, I've created videos on most of these projects if you want to surf the channel and find out more. Plus, I'll leave some links at the end. Now, Zeta chain came out, it pulled back, and it gave us an opportunity to get in, but then it started to pump, and now people are starting to look at it. But guys, this thing is building a accumulation stage. I think when the market rolls back into the sector, this thing's going to absolutely rip. That's Zeta chain. Now, I brought this project to most people's attention early. It's called INSP, and I will definitely leave a link for it at the end. INSP is the scaling solution for Twitter or for X. Crypto. It's a phenomenal project, and I've been stacking it. I stacked some here, I stacked some here, and this thing already started to rip when it had some good news. But there's going to be a mobile app announcement sometime probably this coming or this month, March. And I think this thing's going to start to rip again. And some influencers are starting to uncover this project. Now, if you go to X and look around or watch my video, you'll see that new button across the board. That thing's going to be huge, in my opinion. Jupiter. Jupiter was one of the biggest launches out there. This is like the Uniswap killer, which Uniswap came out with some new projects or products and some new protocol or whatever you call that, and it's doing extremely well. But I think Jupiter is going to absolute rip, and you can look at what it's done. This is just people trading leverage, is my guess, but I'm watching it. I've already stacked a little bit of it, but I'm going to start dollar cost averaging into this thing before it starts to run again. And I have no doubt this thing's going to rip. Again, not financial advice. Now, Manta. This thing had so much hype a couple of months ago when it came out. It pumped, and now, just like everything, most things have calmed down. Again, people are looking into Bitcoin right now. It's getting all the attention, but that gives us our end. Now, a lot of people think we've missed the boat or there's not going to be an altcoin season. Guys, it's all good. We're going to have one of the biggest, if not the biggest, altcoin season in history. Some people say it's going to be short-lived. Maybe they're right, but I disagree. I think this is going to be an extended run, especially for like Bitcoin. Bitcoin may not ever pull back like it did in the last 3 bull runs. It's got great tokenomics. Wall Street's in on it. So this thing, Bitcoin could pump, I don't know, $250,000 in this bull run. Who knows? But once this bull run is over, I don't think there will ever be anywhere close to a $50,000 Bitcoin. Now, once this cycle is over, 99.9% of all tokens are going to come crashing down. That's why you got to take profits along the way and learn to play the downside. Don't listen to all these people telling you, oh, at this price point for my favorite token, we'll take profits. That doesn't work, guys. You may look up, but go ask the XLM investors, XRP investors, Uniswap investors. Those projects didn't hit an all-time high in the last bull run. And there's countless other projects that didn't. So you want to have a game plan and you want to play the downside. All right. This is a very solid project. It's not going to give you that big 20x probably, but Matic is one of the most solid blue chips out there. It's probably, arguably, the best overall scaling solution for Ethereum. And a lot of Wall Street projects are building on Matic because of the gas fees of Ethereum. You still have the security of Ethereum, but you can basically use Matic as a layer 1, even though it's technically a layer 2. It's starting to grow and produce and have an ecosystem as solid as most layer 1s out there. So if you're looking for a good blue chip that's going to give you a good upside with less risk, Matic has a lot of potential and a lot of good news coming throughout the next couple of months. Now, I haven't done a deep dive into this yet. I've kind of looked at it, but it's called Ribbon Finance. I think this thing is going to absolutely do well from what I can see. Hasn't experienced a bull run. It's a young project, but go take a look at it. And I will be doing a deep dive, a standalone video on Ribbon Finance. Now, Delysium, one of my absolute favorite projects. I did a video a while back saying, look, if I could only pick one, this would probably be my project. I brought this to people's attention during the pre-sale, and then I told people that know how to run a node to buy the node. This project is starting to absolutely rip. And again, guys, it was way over a year ago when I brought this to people's attention. Now, other influencers are starting to find out about it. It's a phenomenal project. And yes, it looks like it's ripped, but guys, look at the market cap. This thing, in my opinion, is just getting started. Now, again, don't FOMO in. Take a look at the charts, kind of read the room in the next week or so, and maybe it'll pull back a little bit more and you can start dollar cost averaging in. Now, if you dollar cost average all the way in from here, I think you'll be fine. But just relax. Don't FOMO into these projects after this video. Now, Superverse at one point was one of my biggest bags, and I started taking profits. Probably a little too early, but that's okay. They're profits. Now, Superverse, I will definitely pin a video. Watch this video and understand why I'm so bullish, because it's the who's who of gaming that have created this project and that's behind this project. Now, this spike right here, guys, just happened because Alex Becker, who is basically, he may not be a part of it, but Elliott is a part of it with Elliott Trades, and they're all part of Neo Tokyo. And, I believe Alex is a consultant, just like the entire group of Neo Tokyo. Superverse has been restructured and now is a project that all the big players in gaming wanted to make happen. So they created it. And Elliott with Elliott Trades created Superverse. You got some of the biggest gaming influencers out there going to be pumping this thing. I think it will absolutely rip. All right. Manta. Manta is another very solid project. It came out with a lot of hype, a lot of buzz. It pumped, and just like everything else, it's cooled off. But guys, it's in that accumulation phase. I think Manta is a phenomenal project. Dive into it, and it might be a good time to start dollar cost averaging in. Now, when I mention meme coins, it freaks a lot of people out. Now, hear me out, because I want to talk about Pepe. And I don't know why my computer is doing this. There we go. Something just happened. Bear with me on meme coins. Just hear me out. A year ago, I was so anti meme coins. It wasn't even funny. I'm like, look, I'm an investor. This is like gambling. I don't want nothing to do with meme coins. But a lot has changed, and meme coins are becoming legit. Now, hear me out. I'm not talking about real world utility, but when I say legit, Avalanche just created $100 million fund to back meme coins in Avalanche, for example. Now, here's why I say they are becoming legit. People that are in crypto, like the founders of these projects, they understand that the average person, the average retail person out there, doesn't have a clue of the difference between a meme coin, an HBAR, and Ethereum, or Bitcoin. And most people don't understand that you can buy a percent of Bitcoin. When I tell people, do you own any Bitcoin? And they say no, at whatever price. Well, it's at $50,000. They're like, I don't have $50,000. So the point about that is that when they enter into crypto, they understand meme coins and they understand the hype. And then you can buy them at, 0.0001 or whatever they're trading at. And they hear the stories about Shiba and Doge. Like, guys, everywhere I go, I tell everyone, buy crypto, educate yourself. I make countless videos, and I ask them, do you own Bitcoin? Sometimes they say, yeah. No one ever says no, but I own Ethereum. They pretty much say like, well, I bought Doge or I bought Shiba. So that is why meme coins are going to be so big in this bull run. They onboard new retail. Now, why am I bullish on Pepe? Well, Pepe has a heck of a history before it became a meme coin, both good and bad. But with the election coming up, I think you know, that frog wearing that Make America Great hat is going to get a lot of attention, both good and bad, but who cares? I think it's going to pump this project, and I think there's a good chance that this is going to be the number one meme coin in all of crypto. It's going to be bigger than Doge, bigger than Shiba. Bonk may outperform it. I don't know, but I'm going to bet on Pepe, and I just finally bought some. And I should have bought some many months ago, but I own probably too many tokens. Anyway, now here's another meme coin. Now, hear me out on this, and then we're going to talk about the allocation in your portfolio of how your portfolio may be structured price wise of each one of these type projects. This project is the MAGA Trump, and it's pulling back today. I haven't bought it yet, but everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people have been talking about this. Again, the election. Trump is arguably the most loved and most hated person on the planet. But can you imagine how crazy it's about to get for the election? It's going to be really crazy. And that's what happens when meme coins pop off. You get, the social media buzz. And I really think Trump can really rip. Now, make sure you get the right one. And I don't know what's wrong with my computer, but you want to get the one that's about when you're looking at, I don't know when you're watching this video, it's 574 right now, but it's MAG Trump, and there's 2, 3, 4, 10 fake ones out there. So make sure you get the right one. Now, the last one that I mentioned earlier that I just uncovered is called Crown. Now, I haven't done a deep dive yet, but it's basically horse betting. And that is, GambleFi is going to be massive. And I think everyone should have at least one GambleFi project in their portfolio, no matter how much you want to allocate to it. Now, supposedly Coinbase is one of the backers of this project. I haven't verified that yet, but watch and go ahead and subscribe. I will be doing a video on this project. Now, let's talk about allocation. Let's just say hypothetically, this is what 13 projects total. That might be more than you want. But in a perfect portfolio, or a really solid portfolio, you want diversification. Well, owning 7 gaming tokens is diversified in gaming, but what you want is to be diversified across the board for maximum upside. And why do I say that? Because let's just say the gaming tokens start to pump. Well, guys, the big money's going to roll in to gaming and out of gaming. Well, once that bubble pops, they're going to roll into something else like DeFi or the layer ones. We've already seen that so far. Earlier, remember, Solana came out of nowhere and popped. Everyone jumped into Solana. Then Bonk took off as a meme coin. They rolled into meme coins. They rolled into Avalanche. They started rolling into Cosmos. And gaming started to build. Then it died. Well, that's going to happen all through this bull run. So you really want to be diversified. So if you got a $10,000 portfolio, maybe you want to buy $1,000 each of these projects, right? Or 800 of each of these projects, and then only 250 of the meme coins are like this project, Crown. But you want the meme coins, in my opinion, and the projects like Crown to just be more of your degen part of your portfolio. You want a more structured, a little more solid, core of your portfolio. That's where like Matic comes in. And I believe Matic, Superverse, Delysium, Jupiter, those are really solid. Now, they're not as solid as the top 10 projects. They're not Bitcoin, they're not Ethereum. But guys, I don't think you're watching this to be buying Ethereum and Bitcoin. You're probably want to risk a little bit more or a lot more for bigger upside, because that's where the money is. So don't let anyone kid you guys. In my opinion, market cap matters. You know, when you start talking about projects, and if you're new to crypto, they're going to lead you into that XRP army. Don't fall for that, guys. There's not going to be a top 10 project that makes life changing games. The market cap is too big. Now, if you're starting with a lot and you just want like a 4 or 5, 7x, yes, absolutely. And that's the least risky. But crypto is risky. And if you're like me, you're here for the money, you want gaming, AI, a little bit of gamble-fi, I think those are going to lead the bull market. Plus, nothing might touch these meme coins. I mean, Bonk, nothing has, I don't think, has pumped more than Bonk in this bull run yet. And I think those meme coins are just getting started. And I never thought I'd be saying that. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. If you need help with your portfolio, I do one-on-one coaching. It's only $250. You get 3 phone calls or Zoom calls. We go through your portfolio. We get you a game plan. We educate you on how to compare projects and how to find projects that give you the biggest probability. Now, that being said, guys, I could get rid of all these tokens and build probably 10, 15 different portfolios that would be just as good. If I haven't mentioned it, doesn't mean that it's not a great project. Most solid projects in all of crypto are going to do well, but I'm looking for the ones that are going to give me the biggest probability. So I'm looking at what I mentioned, and preferably new projects that have a good hype and haven't experienced a bull run. And quite frankly, guys, the odds are the token that leads this bull run is going to be launched after the halving. We don't even know what it is. Anyway, if you need some help coaching, I'll pin my email in the comment section and down below and reach out. Either way, guys, come back and be part of this community. Did you hit that like button? Take care.